Today on Destination Polaris, we ride, splash, and have a blast. The locals show us why they call Arkansas the natural state.
Destination Polaris is presented by Rugged Radios, the authority in communications.
Welcome to Destination Polaris. I'm standing in the middle of the Mill Creek in the Ozark National Forest. We're in northwest Arkansas and they call it the natural state. We're about to go find out why. It's been more than a decade since our last visit to Arkansas. And that's our loss because this place is amazing. Our Ride Command navigation points us to Mulberry Mountain, located just a half hour north of Ozark, Arkansas.
This area is kind of just a crossroads for everything outdoors.
Dewey Patton and his brothers Todd and Jeremy operate Mulberry Mountain Lodge.
Right here at Mulberry Mountain, we have lodging and cabins, campgrounds. We've got about 10 cabins. We've got about 70 RV sites right now. So a lot of folks come in, get a cabin, get a campsite, use this as kind of their base camp for their other adventures that they're taking off on.
We took Dewey's advice and made Mulberry our base camp for the week.
Very popular riding area here in Arkansas. Lots of great features and sites out there to see.
The #1 attraction in this part of Arkansas? The waterfalls.
When people walk in our door, they always ask, how do I get to the waterfalls?
To find the falls, follow Dewey and his brothers. Nothing beats a fresh new helmet. Woo! We set out on the Mill Creek Trail system. It's the main trail from the lodge and it takes you through Ozark National Forest.
Mill Creek is a National Forest ATV trail system that was built by the National Forest just for OHV riding.
The National Forest is crazy cool. Lots of different terrain, scenic views, and water. Water everywhere.
There's everything from mud to rock crawling to river crossings, a few waterfalls. A very diverse amount of terrain out there, so you get to see a little bit of everything Arkansas has to offer just within that Mill Creek system.
Here it's rocky, climby, curvy. We've had a good rain season, so there's a lot of waterfalls and rivers to cross, and it's just beautiful.
And you know me, I feel right at home anywhere there's water. I wish I had another change of clothes. I totally would jump in. Next time, I'll be sure to bring my suit. I just didn't know how lush and, dare I say it, tropical this ride would be.
One of those places you think that you'd almost have to go to a tropical island to find, but it's just right here in Arkansas.
Dewey promised we'd see some cool waterfalls, and here's our first one.
gorgeous.
It is.
Absolutely beautiful.
How was that drive over the waterfall?
Oh, that was awesome. What a great time.
So you've been down here a few times.
Yes, this is one of our favorite spots.
Have you been on this trail before?
I have not been on this trail before. We did the other loop last time, but this one's a little more difficult.
You can probably find the waterfall on your own, but to find this next spot, you'll need some local help.
You got to kind of know somebody that knows where Camp Carp is to find it out there.
Dewey, lead the way.
Just kind of a stop in and check it out most of the time. There's a little sign-in book where people can sign in saying that they've been there.
We better write Destination Polaris was here. Woohoo!
The Camp Carp that we stumbled upon, that was really neat but kind of creepy. That was awesome. You don't expect to, run upon something like that in the middle of the forest.
Kind of a neat place to explore while you're cruising down the Mill Creek trails.
One waterfall isn't nearly enough. Oh no, the big boys are coming up next.
Destination Polaris is sponsored by Rugged Radios, the authority in communications. Rockford Fosgate, purpose-built audio. Full throttle battery, the one that works. And by Walton's, everything but the meat.
Welcome back to Destination Polaris. We're in the Ozark National Forest, and right now, we're on a quest to find as many waterfalls as we can.
I'm an avid waterfall chaser.
Gianna and Conan Robinson live in North Little Rock, Arkansas, about 2 hours south of Mulberry Mountain Lodge.
We've been here quite a few times. Float the Mulberry and hang out on top of Mulberry Mountain.
They're excited because today we're headed to the best two waterfalls in the area.
All right, perfect.
Beard and glasses.
We started our ride on the Mill Creek Trail and now moved over to the Mountain Creek Trail. Also known as the Waterfall Trail.
It's got two falls on it. Of course, one's called the straight 60-footer, so you can kind of picture that in your mind, 60 foot. And the other one's the Mountain Creek Falls, which is a 20-foot fall, which it's got ledges with little drops, and then all of a sudden it just rolls off the 20 foot into a big old pool. So it's, a nice big area and open and fresh air blowing down through there, through the valley, so it's really, really nice.
First up for us, this beauty.
This is one of the main attractions.
That was an awesome drive over, huh?
It was very fun.
You get to it and you're like, I can't believe I'm about to drive over this waterfall, and then you just get right through it.
Just the way it kind of cascades off each little fall there, you know what I mean, makes it really neat.
People love swimming in this little hidden oasis in the middle of the Ozarks. I've never jumped from here myself, no. Done a little swimming in there before, but never jumped yet.
Come on, Dewey, you can do it.
Warm enough, but I may wait till next time.
Oh, there's a snake. All right, we'll let you off the hook this time, only because we're ready to head out to the 60-footer.
A little cave that kind of goes back behind it there a little bit, a little overhang. So you kind of walk behind the waterfall and get a different perspective of it than you can from just the front, you know.
That last waterfall we were just at was really cool.
Everybody wants to see the waterfalls, but there's so many waterfalls. I mean, there's probably 100 of them out there.
Oh, I will never get my fill. But yes, it was wonderful.
Where's your favorite hangout?
Probably down here. The 20-foot falls and the 60-foot falls are probably one of our favorite places to hang out. And it's right in Mulberry Mountain's backyard. Just a short little hiking trail that takes you down to it here as well. So you have both options of hiking or ATVing down to this area. So it's just one of our favorite spots. Can't miss it. I think a lot of people would be surprised to know that you can just go out on an afternoon in Arkansas and stumble upon 3 or 4 waterfalls in a day, you know? So
Yeah, no doubt.
it's a lot of fun.
Super cool, but the Mountain Creek Trail has more to offer than just waterfalls.
You know, that Mountain Creek area has always just been a very special area to us.
I really just liked today getting like deep in the forest floor. I mean, it was just so beautiful. The weather was perfect and it was the perfect color outside and everything is just fresh and green right now. It was just really beautiful to take a drive.
We've been up here quite a few times and have never been on that trail or seen any of that beauty that we just saw.
It's just a great place to enjoy with all your friends, you know.
It sure is, and we're not done just yet. We've ridden in the valley, but when we get back, we're going from the forest floor to the top of the trees. You're watching Destination Polaris.
Destination Polaris is sponsored by ALUMA Trailers, ready to ride when you are. Assault Industries, lead, explore, conquer. Quad Boss, get out there. And by Super ATV, the leader in aftermarket parts and accessories.
Welcome back to Destination Polaris. Here in Arkansas, we've ridden in the valley, but now we're going from the forest floor to the top of the trees. With a new day comes new adventures.
We'll get your ID.
Yes, sir.
On it, that way we can scan it.
You ridden here, Jeff?
No, first time.
We really enjoyed working with Polaris Adventures. They've been a fantastic team to work with in every capacity. We've been doing this for about 3 years now. We've kind of finally tuned in just the perfect vehicles for this area. Alexa here, I'm going to have you. This is our damage waiver language there and stuff.
Machine 8, good to go.
Okay.
On that part.
We're on number
9.
Number 9. Lucky number 9.
So great. All right.
And once it loads, it'll bring up a blue dot where we are.
We're going to need the GPS today because we're headed to one of the highest points in the area, Hanging Rock.
The first time that we actually got to get on the Polaris was Dewey invited us to come up, and we took a different trail than we did today. You can go explore some really rugged terrain that normally you're going to have to hike in a long way.
know where we're going on here?
Right there.
That's the spot.
Sort of, kinda. If you stay on the blue trail, the yellow trail, the orange trail, you'll be
Come
fine.
back around.
A lot of these folks have never ridden, never done anything, and they come back and they're like, how in the world? We would never guess that machine would go up that, come back down.
What a view.
And we're here at Hanging Rock. This is kind of a giant sandstone rock that kind of hangs over the edge of the bluff here, and you get just one of the most spectacular views of the Ozark Mountains. All kinds of carvings in the sandstone wall there. It's just a really neat place that people love stopping to just check out the view. You can kind of see Mulberry Mountain in the distance from over there as well.
Yeah, I like that you can just see the overlook of Mulberry Mountain. It's just like that one area of land that's just open.
I mean, that's one of the greatest things is just getting him out and experiencing new things, new adventures.
I'll tell you what, after a full day of waterfalls and views, I'm ready for some local eats. Combs General Store. Let's go see what this is all about.
Thank you, ma'am.
What can I get you for to drink?
No, we've never eaten here before.
Exciting.
I think the cheeseburgers are really good.
Ooh, you want to buy?
Fill up, everyone, because there's a whole lot more to do at Mulberry Mountain than just ride. Arkansas still has a couple more tricks up its sleeve. Find out what they are when we get back on Destination Polaris.
Destination Polaris is sponsored by FlowFast, the ultimate portable fluid transfer system. Polaris Adventures, adventure everywhere. And by AMSOIL, run with us.
Welcome back to Destination Polaris. The Ozark National Forest has no lack of water, but there's more than one way to enjoy it. At Mulberry Mountain Lodge, trail riding takes center stage. But if you look around, there's so much more to do.
There's just lots of adventure.
At the 650-acre lodge, you can park your RV, rent a cabin, or take in one of the many music festivals held each year.
They do have some really good music festivals up here, so we tend to hit up as many music festivals as we can.
It's our third year. My wife and I are full-time RVers.
Ronald and his wife stay for weeks, for one reason.
It's always about the water.
I couldn't have said it better myself. With so many options, I had to get on the water. Mulberry River, here I come. Gracefully.
Tournament is an outfitter here on the Mulberry River. We rent kayaks, rafts, canoes. We're also a general store for the area.
No white water for me this time, just a nice cruise.
So when the river's up, there's a rush to get on the river, and there's a lot of excitement.
Whether you're floating down the river, chasing waterfalls, or trail riding, Mulberry Mountain Lodge has everything you need for your next off-road adventure.
The really cool thing about coming down here is everyone's really nice, really helpful. You're going to see smiling faces. You always have to wave if you get this far out in the country, if you're passing someone. Even if you don't know them, you've got to give them the wave.
Thanks for the hospitality, Arkansas. We won't wait so long this time to come back.